Hello, my name is Caedmon and welcome to my channel. Today I thought I would go through some of the items that I have just been really enjoying and using quite frequently in 2021. I tried to keep it to products that I tried for the first time this year, but there are some of these that I had in the previous year that just made their way even more into my rotation. So I've got a little bit of skincare, a little bit of makeup, and a tool that I've really been enjoying. So let's get started. I'm gonna start with skincare because that has been quite a difficult task for me to pin down this year. With wearing masks and everything, I've been breaking out in ways that I'm not used to. I have it covered up a little bit today, but constantly on my cheeks, I'm getting little blemishes here and there. Usually they're deeper in the skin and they leave marks behind. And that has been a big insecurity of mine over the last really couple years. But this year I found a few products that have really been helping me to keep it under control and get my skin back in order once the breakout is done. So the first one is probably the best one for getting rid of post-acne marks, keeping my skin as clear as I can have it right now. And that's the Strivectin Advanced Glow Triple Phase Toner. Now, I was looking for something that had mandelic acid in it, but also didn't have a huge percentage of glycolic acid as its main powerhouse ingredient. My skin does not particularly like things that are super full of glycolic acid, I've realized. This does have glycolic in there, but it has the niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, lactic acid, and mandelic acid. I have a esthetician who is a close friend of mine who gave me a facial back in May when my acne was just out of control, and she had used a treatment on me that was a mandelic acid treatment. So I picked this up afterwards. I try to use this every morning and sometimes in the evening, but this has helped me so much, especially when it comes to clearing post-acne marks that are left behind on the skin. It's almost like a dark spot that's left by the sun, but it occurs after your blemish has healed up and gone away. My skin has been prone to those post-acne marks that are left behind. It's almost like a scar. So this has really been helping to lighten those and even out my skin tone after my breakouts are done. And I also like the glow that it gives, underneath my skincare, underneath makeup if I'm wearing makeup. I've really been loving this. It's $39, so it's a little bit of a pricier skincare product, but if something is working really, really well, I don't mind spending a little bit of money on it. And it's within my reasonable price range of what I would spend on skincare. Next up, I have the Hyaluron Skin Essence from Handskin. This is just a hydrating toner essence. I use this in the mornings especially. I've been trying to, instead of just assaulting my skin with really harsh exfoliating products and salicylic acid and benzoyl peroxide and stuff like that, I've been trying to kind of irrigate the acne away. Getting my moisture barrier back in balance is going to be a really important part of anybody who is trying to get their acne under control. So this is a really nice, super lightweight, watery essence that I put on underneath my toner, I put on underneath my serums just to give my skin a boost of hydration. It's super lightweight, very hydrating, and I love it. The last skincare item I have right here is the Cosrx Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. So if I'm using that very liquidy, runny toner, sometimes if I'm feeling particularly dry or in the evening, I will put this over it. It's a little bit of a thicker, slimy texture, but it's still thin enough to spread and not feel super heavy on your skin. Some people get really grossed out about the Snail Mucin, which is the main part of this product. It doesn't bother me very much. It's in a lot of products. Everybody loves that. I don't even know the brand. It Cosmetics CC cream. Snail Mucin is the main kind of hydrating ingredient in there. This I really, really like. I don't know what else to really say about it. It works very nicely. It hydrates and nourishes the skin very nicely. And again, it's not super heavy on the skin. It does have a tiny little bit of tackiness to it, which sits nicely under makeup, but I don't find that it's anything that you can really notice throughout the day and that's getting in your way or feeling kind of irritating or anything like that. I do love this product. Next up is a skincare tool. This is probably one of the newest items that made its way to me, but it is a stainless steel facial roller by the brand Sensational. I think that's how you say it. It looks like this here. What I like about this, I had been using one of the like jade quartz, whatever, rollers for a while, and it was getting rusty. It was a little bit lightweight. It was squeaky every time I would use it on my face. I like this because it has a pretty nice weight to it, so it feels nicer in my hand. It gives me a really nice rolling massage, especially along the jawline. I do talk a lot at work, I have to, and it helps to just kind of like relax that a little bit. I've noticed in the couple months that I've been using this that my profile, my cheekbones have been a little bit more defined, which I do like that quite a lot. And my face doesn't typically get quite as puffy as it normally does if I'm very tired or if I haven't slept very much. This really does help to kind of give me that moment of peace and kind of self-care feeling. And I notice a difference after I use this, especially when I'm using it consistently, which I have been. So I do highly recommend this. I know this is a brand that I think it was made by an influencer on YouTube. I don't know the person. I haven't seen the person's videos, so I can't say anything about if the person is, good or anything like that, but the product is really good. Don't know anything about the person, but I do recommend this. It was pretty affordable. I want to say this was like $30. The only other one like this that I have seen, mind you, I didn't do a huge deep dive, but there was one, I don't even remember the brand, so I'm not even going to mention it. Moving on to makeup, there's not a ton. There's a little bit, but with the masks and everything, I haven't been wearing makeup nearly as often as I used to. So when I do wear makeup, these are products that I use almost every time, if not every single time I do my makeup. The first one is the Clinique Moisture Surge Sheer Tint Hydrator. This is just a really nice, very sheer tinted moisturizer. I'm wearing it today. It gives a little bit of coverage. It's not a foundation. I wouldn't even say it's like a light coverage foundation. It's a skin tint, just to even out the skin tone a little bit. If you want something, to really cover blemishes and stuff like that, I don't think this is what you're gonna be wanting. But if you want something to just look a little bit boosted, look a little bit more even, look like you have just healthier looking skin, I do highly recommend this. This is the shade Light, and then when I have a little bit of color to my skin, I've been using the shade Light Medium, but I really like this. It has SPF 25, which I always do skincare, or I always do sunscreen still underneath this. I don't rely on this for the sun protection, but it's nice to have, and it feels nice, it looks nice. I do recommend. This is $39 from Clinique. Now, this one is the Anastasia Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I've had this for a while, but I did not use it until, I think, summertime. And the only times I really use this is to take away shine in my T-zone. It's a mini. I don't really need it for anything else. I don't really like a matte look to my skin, but it helps to take away the shine in the T-zone without making it look like super, super dry or cakey or anything like that. So I do like this. It's really nice for touching up throughout the day. Say you've come in from work and you have stuff to do later and you just need to touch up some shine. This is a really nice option. I do quite like it. For lips, most of these last ones are lip products. The lip liners from LA Girl, I have the nude lip liner in Gingerbread and the nude lip liner in Maple Glaze. They're just really nice neutral colors that go with almost all of my lip options. They go on the lips very, very smooth. They feel like a really nice gel eyeliner, but for the lips. I like them a lot. I don't like really stiff lip liners that kind of like tug and pull at your lips. And the colors, I mostly stick to neutral nowadays. I don't really do much else. So I get a lot of use out of these. I like them a lot. I don't remember if they're limited edition or not. I know they had come out with like the summer collection, but I hope that they're not limited edition because they're really, really good. Last time I went to a makeup store, I did see these still around. For lipstick, I have a MAC lipstick in the color Act Natural. It's a really light, pale, neutral nude. And I really like those kinds of lip colors. I don't typically go for dark colors anymore, but I use this either on its own with like a brown or a nude lip liner, or I'll mix it over another lipstick. I've been mixing it a lot with the color Age, Sex, Location, which I think was limited edition. It's just a little bit of a deeper neutral brown, but it goes with a lot of the lipsticks that I have to lighten it up, to make it a little bit more toned down, and I like it a lot. And for lip gloss, I am wearing this today as well, the Maybelline Lifter Gloss, specifically in the shade 002 Ice. It looks like it has a little bit of a pink hue to it. That does not translate when it's on the lips. It goes on just like a clear gloss. The kind of scent or the flavor to it, I mean, there's really not much of a flavor, but the scent to this is a little bit strong for my liking, but it is a little bit thick on the lips as well. But I like the shine that it gives. I like the level of plump that it gives to the lips without that like burning sensation. It also doesn't have like the cooling sensation that other lip glosses have, like the Buxom ones. I really like those too. And they have that cooling effect that also plumps. This doesn't have that. It's just a straight plumping gloss. I believe it's, yes, hyaluronic acid is the like hydrating plumper that's in this. So sometimes I'll even use this just if I know my lips are a little bit dry. Not that I've had as much of a problem as I used to have when I lived in a colder climate, but these are really nice. I think they're like $7.99. I do recommend. This one is another new product. I'm not wearing it today, but it is the NYX Thicket Stick It Brow Mascara. I loved for a long time the Anastasia Dipbrow Gel. That was like the liquidy dip brow gel in a tube like this. And I would say that this is almost a clear dupe for that. I hate that word. But this is super, super similar. It gives a really nice thickening effect. I want to say that this has fibers in it as well to help give the illusion of a fuller brow. It has a little bit of a tackiness to it, and it lays the hairs down very, very nicely. I think they intend this to pair with their brow glue, which is like the clear brow gel. And that did not work out for me. That one gives kind of like white chunkiness on my eyebrows, which I do not like. But this works really, really well. They stay in place very well throughout the day. It looks rather natural when I'm wearing just this. So sometimes even if I'm not wearing a lot of other makeup or if I'm just doing concealer, I'll put this on just to have something going on with my eyebrows. I do have a little bit of patchiness going on and I like them to look full and bold. So I like this quite a lot. If you like that Anastasia one, this one is I think like $12 or something like that. So it's about half the price. I do recommend. And the last product I have, this is an unopened one, but it's the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. One of my all-time favorite mascaras is the NARS Climax Mascara. And even though this isn't like a dupe for it, it does give a very similar effect where it's really, really good at lengthening and defining and fanning out the lashes. I'm not a fan of chunkiness. My lashes are rather heavy, so a lot of times they'll droop down throughout the day. This helped to really like lift them and fan them out so that way my eyes look open, I don't look tired, and it's like half the price of the NARS one. I'll still get the NARS one because I do love it. It's still my #1, but this is one of the only drugstore mascaras that has ever worked for me. A lot of the times they're so dry, or they're so chunky, or so heavy on my lashes, and this one is not. So I remember when this first came out, it was a big TikTok trend. It was super hard to find, but when I finally got to try it, I liked it quite a lot. Other people might not like it so much, but for me, it's a win. So those are some of the products that I tried this year that have just been A+ gold medal winners for me. I'm really trying to get spending under control. I've done a really good job at that this year, but I've learned more lessons and kind of refined my taste even more, decluttered so many things. So I don't know how many new products I'm going to try next year. I'm hoping that it's less than what I did this year because I had some hits, but I had some misses as well. And now that I have a different kind of attitude toward my spending, hopefully the only products I try will be as good as these ones. So let me know in the comments what your favorite products of this year was, and I might try them out in 2022 as well. Hope you guys have a great day, and remember that you are clearly beautiful.